Hello and welcome to this week's pedal review. But first, a bit of backstory. When I was a kid, I learnt to play guitar, and so did my brother, and we used to play throughout our childhood. We got our first electric guitars. Mine was a Zenta Telecaster from Woolworths, bought for me by my grandfather, Fred, and then the amplifier bought for us by my grandfather as well, Fred. So he's a top fellow. And from Woolworths, of all places, the amplifier was an Audition 30, okay, and the guitar, the Zenta Telecaster. Now, a few years later, when my brother started work, he bought me a better guitar, okay. I sold the Zenta and I put the money towards it, and he gave me the balance to do it, and it was quite a lot in those days, you know. So eternally grateful for that. That guitar is in here. Now, I used to play that guitar through another thing which my brother bought for me, which was a Solasound Tonebender pedal. You see, we were playing through the Transistor Amplifier, the Audition, and it had no overdrive in it. So we sought the sound of our heroes, Jimmy Page, Jimi Hendrix, Rory Gallagher, Brian May, Ted Nugent, you know, this sort of thing. Gary Moore, and we wanted that sort of edge to the sound, you know, Rolling Stones-y stuff as well, and Tony Iommi as well. So Solasound pedals were out at that time, and so in the local town, in the guitar shop. So he got one and we were amazed by the sound of it, so he bought me one so that we could jam together. Now, I'm going to try today to replicate that sound. I've still got the guitar, which was my second guitar in this case, and I've got a small sort of transistor head which I'm going to plug in and try and approximate the sound of that Audition amplifier. So I think the combination of these things with the new edition, which is the Behringer Bender Fuzz, get it the right way round for them, which is a replica of the pedal which I had in the 1970s, the Tonebender Fuzz Mark IV. So I'll put all that together, but first of all, let's open the guitar and have a look at it. There you go. That is a 1976 CMI Les Paul Doublecut copy, really. It's a very close copy, and it's what I'll call the lawsuit guitars, missing its pick guard, and it's a bolt-on neck, even though it is actually a proper joint there, so I think they did that for stability. It's got the volute, it's a pancake body, so it's two different parts glued together, and I think there's numerous pieces making up the top with the dog-eared P90s, but the neck is fantastic and it always played really well, you know. So this was my main guitar for many years, and so I'm going to get the rest of the equipment together and see if we can approximate that sound for you. Okay, so it's in the house, just delivered by a very beautiful lady, actually. So let's get it open and have a look what's inside. I'm really looking forward to it because of the history, you know, behind it. I hadn't had this type of thing for a long time. the one I had was one of the larger form ones. My brother had the smaller one, which was the Mark IV, I think, with the orange, like, Batman writing on it. And I got a later one from the same shop, but it was a wider pedal. And I think it was the one where they changed from germanium transistors to silicon transistors. Now this is a Behringer version of that Mark IV pedal, but it's emulating the it even says Fuzz Bender on the box. There you go. It's emulating the germanium one, so I believe. So I need my thing again. Yeah. So it's got silicon transistors in it, but it's emulating germanium transistors, which is a bit peculiar. So I've only got my memories of the pedal to go by now, and of course the recordings of people who made music with those pedals. So let's have a look. You can have a look first, eh? Oh, it's underneath some blurb. Got some blurb there. And then we've got a little bit of that. Rather nicely put together, isn't it? And there we've got the Tonebender in rather a good box. I'll put my presentation cushion into play. How's that? And let's get into this this bag. All on camera, all for you. So here we go. The Tonebender is, or Fuzz Bender as it's called by Behringer, is connected up, and so is my ancient guitar from the 70s. I've got it plugged in. Actually, I tried that PA and it sounded absolutely rotten because it was it was voiced for a line input rather than a guitar input. So the only other transistor amp I've got of size is the Sultan, which is a Leslie speaker, but you can turn off the motors, so that's what I've done. It's got way more bass in it than the Audition used to, but it isn't a valve amp, and that's the point, you know. So what I'm looking for is to get a tone which is sort of like that Becks Bolero from Jeff Beck on the Truth album. So I'm going to try and see if we can approximate the sound of that. Let's have the Tonebender on, or Fuzz Bender, treble pickup. I'm no Jeff Beck, but it's actually not far off, is it? Yeah, it's definitely that 60s, 70s, early 70s sound. That sort of thing, you know. So there you go. What a patchwork quilt of a video this is. You'll notice I've changed mics a few times, so tell me which one sounds the best. This is the 57. I had a 58 on it, and also I had the Telefunken. So this is my favourite, really, I think, for this purpose. With the windshield, it works an absolute treat. Anyway, the review really is about the Fuzz Bender from Behringer, and my old guitar, of course, through a transistor amp, and I think it sounds quite amazing, really. The valve amps I can try on the Marshall on another video. I'm probably thinking that you would need to use the normal channel rather than the higher one, because otherwise it would just get a bit too squishy, and that may be the reason why Mick Ronson used the Marshall Major 200 watt. He might have used the normal inputs on that so that he retained the clarity when he was using the fuzz. So I'm going to experiment with that if you want in another video, and we'll try the Leslie actually rotating as well, if you like, in another video. Let me know. So I think we did pretty good with this Fuzz Bender. I think it's an ace pedal. Behringer have done an absolute, they've knocked it out of the park for €59. Takes me back to some fine times in the 1970s when I was a teenager and wanted to run away with the Alice Cooper band. So, you know, and this was the guitar that I was playing all my gigs with. So it's a real sort of journey down memory lane. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please do like and subscribe and comment if you can. Let me know how close you think I got to that Jeff Becks Tone. I had to chop it with the edit in the middle because of copyright stuff. I don't want to be ripping off Mr. Beck. He was indeed a lord, wasn't he? And sadly missed. So yeah, there is a link for a PayPal cup of tea donation if you so desire. All of the equipment that I review on this channel comes from me buying it, and I support myself by busking my music in the street. So if you feel that way, do what you can. Okay, all right then, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.